Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have a lot of explosive XRP news today. We have some articles on Bitcoin, explosive Bitcoin news today. You saw what happened. We have some explosive Solana news today. We have a lot of articles to cover today. Things are looking great. Little bit of a pullback, but I told you it was coming. Didn't I say that? I told you that little pullback was coming. But guess what? In my humble opinion, people are going to use that to get in at a better price because they know there's a huge possibility, I think it's going to happen, that things are going higher. We haven't seen anything yet, in my humble opinion. I could be wrong. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But this is definitely a little bit of healthy pullback. I don't think it's going to last too long, but I could be completely wrong. Let's begin right here. This article is titled, Ripple CEO touts XRP role in transforming banking. This is what it says. Brad Garlinghouse was dropping bombs. He was definitely representing for XRP. It says the chief executive officer of payment firm Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse, has revealed the game-changing role of XRP in revolutionizing the banking sector in the world. This is from a recent interview. That shows you XRP is the top. It is the best, the creme de la creme. Ripple still wants it to be used. Ripple's still pushing it despite all the other narratives, the negative narratives. No, Ripple still has that laser focus. When we get past this case, let's see what they do. They can go nuts. I'm not going to say that they will go nuts. They can go absolutely insane, pushing XRP everywhere. That is still the goal, but I'll let them tell you themselves. So, it says this, Ripple CEO says XRP can be used to settle liquidity. Jack the Ripper, a community influencer and figure, shout out to Jack the Ripper, shared the information with the cryptocurrency community on social media platform X. On Monday, Ripper's X post was accompanied by a short video clip of Brad Garlinghouse in a recent interview with CNBC, where the CEO highlighted the role of crypto assets in transforming the banking sector around the world. And we all know they need that transformation. That's why I'm waiting on that bank money part. Brad Garlinghouse literally in this article is going to confirm a lot of our thoughts that XRP value is directly tied to its utility, which means it's directly tied to those who are supposed to use it, who is XRP really catered towards? It's not catered towards retail, or retail would have already made it pop off. It's catered towards the banks, the big money. That's what on-demand liquidity is all about. Loosening up Nostro. Who do you loosen up Nostro for? It's not for retail, right? So that means what? The big money, if XRP is to serve its purpose, the big money is in the future. The big money is on the horizon. If it can pull off what it's supposed to pull off. Once again, not financial advice, right? It says here, speaking on revolutionizing the banking sector, according to the Ripple CEO, Ripple currently, quote, utilizes the digital asset XRP as a tool to settle liquidity needs between financial institutions, banks. It says, in addition, Garlinghouse noted that there is a total of $27 trillion presently held by different banks in the world to carry out payments between each other. And they made it clear last year that they were going after the U.S. banks. Now, they never updated us on the progress of such. What do you think? You think they got a little bit of banks, or you think they got a lot of banks? It seems right now the banks are on the table. If you ask me, I would lean towards believing that they have a cadre, a good amount of banks that they're just waiting to unleash announcements. But I could be wrong on that. We shall see, right? It says, as a result, Garlinghouse believes using XRP to perform these transactions between banks in real time presents a better sector. This is because XRP is very efficient. He means it's absolutely the best. It says, in carrying out these transactions, and it takes less than 3 seconds to get it done in comparison to the traditional method. Banks must maintain sizable reserves under the traditional system that Garlinghouse outlines in order to facilitate seamless international transactions. XRP makes this procedure easy and cuts the settlement delays from days to seconds. I want to get to that part where he's talking about the utility. Garlinghouse reminded, here it is. Garlinghouse reminded the community that the value of a digital asset in long term, not short term, long term, is triggered by the utility it covers. its utility has to kick in for it to see those higher levels. I mean, you're going to see a little bit of little jumps here and there because of this bull run. But what you're going to see is nothing compared to when XRP is unleashed. Now, let's move on here. We got too much bullish news. Let's keep the good energy going, right? Crypto is popping off. Little healthy pullback. Things are getting ready. That rubber band is getting pulled back to go even higher. There's going to be even more money to make. Right now, people should be making a good amount of money in a lot of different things, depending on where you're positioned and if you were wise enough to position yourself correctly, right? That's how I look at it. But this is a brilliant time for money making. It says this article is titled XRP New Listings on Horizon from Major Crypto Exchange. More bullish, more positive information about XRP. This is probably one of the reasons why so many people are bullish on XRP, got all this stuff coming out. And they probably knew about it ahead of time. It says prospects of new XRP listings carry significant implications, increasing XRP's token exposure. It says major crypto exchange BitTrue has made tantalizing hints at new listings, particularly focused on the XRP token. This development has sparked widespread excitement and speculation within the crypto community. Good. It says with XRP enthusiasts eagerly awaiting official confirmation and further details. It says in a tweet, BitTrue posed a question to the XRP community, asking them what they would like to see as it plans new XRP listings. It says, quote, BitTrue is planning to list new XRP pairs. Tell us what you want to see, unquote, the crypto exchange tweeted. All right, so this is very good developments, but we're going to move on here. We got some big Bitcoin news. You saw Bitcoin hit $69,000. Then it dropped. And I told people when it hit 69, if it gets around that all-time high, I expect massive profit taking. And I also have been talking a lot about the desperation where there's going to be liquidity drains and there's going to be a lot of liquidations because the people need the money. The people need the money. So not only are they you're going to see two extremes. One, people are going to be willing to put their money in, and that's going to pump things up a lot, right? Two, they're going to take massive profits. Where did Bitcoin drop to? It was like $69,000. And then I don't know if I saw this correctly. I believe it dropped to like $63,000, somewhere around there. I believe it was. I try to keep up with the prices throughout the day, but we all have busy days. I'm no different. I got business after business after business after business to handle. But I try my best to keep up the prices. I think it was 63,000 I saw, but that doesn't change the trajectory. Things look insanely bullish. I'm more bullish now because now institutions are able to buy it for less. They're going to buy whatever everybody else is selling. Institutions are going to buy. Even if other institutions sold, institutions are going to buy. They're expecting, you see how much Bitcoin they've been buying per day? They're expecting something much greater than others can see. This is not going to be, in my humble opinion, I could be wrong. I'm not a psychic, but this could be the biggest bull run of all time. If the way that they've been buying and what they're anticipating and what they've been saying actually comes true. It says here, Bitcoin price briefly hits new all-time high with support from Bitcoin ETFs. Bitcoin has surpassed its old all-time high, $69,000. It says with help from Wall Street's pump into the new US-based Spotcoin ETFs. It says Bitcoin has hit a new all-time high of $69,300, almost 2.5 years after the peak of the last bull market. It's been a long journey since November 2021, when Bitcoin lost momentum, shifting from a full-on bull market into a prolonged crypto winter. Crypto traders had to wait until the beginning of 2023 for signs of hope. Since then, the price of BTC has climbed steadily, entering a new price discovery phase. What to expect in the Bitcoin price discovery phase? Investors and traders tend to check the historical data of any given asset to guide them in a trade. Once a new all-time high is breached, the asset enters a new phase where nobody knows what will follow. There are no resistance or support levels to guide a trader. Cointelegraph, you hear that? Cointelegraph asked veteran crypto investor and Bitcoin educator Chris Dunn what the market should expect as Bitcoin enters price discovery. In short term, Dunn expects a domino effect that will push the price of Bitcoin to reach even higher highs. I agree with that. Of course, markets are always unpredictable. People are unpredictable. Companies are unpredictable. Anything can happen, right? I keep that in mind. But I think there's a higher possibility because of their actions. Actions speak louder than words at times. And their actions lead me to believe that they're in this for a much, much higher Bitcoin price. Since Bitcoin has climbed steadily in the past year, however, since February the 16th, the price of Bitcoin has turned into mega green candles, raising the price of Bitcoin by 25%. So now, let's move here. We have more insane bullish news. And I said this before as well. We've covered a lot of things here on the channel. I think we're really, really good calls, right? Because we do good research here. This article was titled Bitcoin ETF Giant Grayscale Introduces a Crypto Staking Fund. And I've been talking about this for about 2 years, saying what happens when they all in the legacy system go absolutely insane with staking. You think they don't want staking? They don't want to earn that yield or whatever you want to call it, that extra capital? Of course. And they really tried to put the screws to retail when SEC was coming after certain exchanges with staking. And certain exchanges, I believe, abandoned their staking or there was a lot that happened with that. But the legacy system wants it. Whenever they kick somebody else out, so the legacy system can move in. What happens when they're staking tons and tons and tons of some of these legit crypto? Because that's who's going to be the winner. When it comes to the institutions, that's who's going to be the biggest winners. When it comes to retail, it's like meme coins are the winners. Meme coins and up and coming coins are the winners. When it comes to institutions, just know that there's two different energies in crypto right now. And they're clashing a little bit, trying to figure out their positioning. But typically more times than not, the legacy system comes out on top. They have the patience, they have the money, they have the planning, they have the cutthroat nature that most retail just does not have. And they have a vision. They also have a lot of manipulation as well. But it's not like retail is without its manipulation, because it definitely has that. Definitely. 100%. But what happens when they're all staking these various cryptos? What happens to the price of those cryptos? So this is just a beginning point. But this is what it says. The Grayscale Dynamic Income Fund initially includes APT, TIA, CBETH, Atom. Some of these, I don't even know what they are. Atom, I know what that is. Near, Osmo, Dot, Polkadot, SEI, and Solana. So they're going to have a staking fund for Solana. The future is looking insane, And I know a lot of people are ready for that, and they're well positioned, and they're going to, retire early if they're not retired already. Nice private beach, somewhere quiet. People can't bother them. Nice books, good food, relaxation, sun, all the time, whatever you want. Grayscale, the investment firm. This is my personal opinion. Grayscale, the investment firm behind the biggest spot Bitcoin ETF, has introduced a new fund that stakes cryptocurrencies to earn income. If Grayscale is doing it, how long before not Vanguard. I say Vanguard sometimes because Vanguard and BlackRock pretty much are the same. BlackRock is the biggest holder in Vanguard, and Vanguard is the biggest holder in BlackRock. How are they separate, really? So, but anyway, how long before BlackRock does it? Valkyrie does it. ARK Invest does it. How long before they do these things? And there's staking going on with these big money companies all over the place. And how does that affect the price of these particular things, right? So the Grayscale Dynamic Income Fund, GDIF, the company said Tuesday, initially will own assets for 9 blockchains: Aptos, Celestia, Coinbase staked Ethereum, Cosmos, Near, Osmosis, Polkadot, SEI Network, and Solana. It aims to distribute rewards in US dollars on a quarterly basis. Interesting. It says, quote, as our first actively managed fund, GDIF is an important expansion of our product suite and enables investors to participate in multi-asset staking through the convenience and familiarity of a singular investment vehicle. Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenschein said in a statement, staking plays a key role in how some blockchains, whereas the Bitcoin network relies on proof of stake, in which miners crunch complex numerical puzzles to create new Bitcoin. Well, we know all of that, but I just wanted to highlight that they're doing that staking is coming to the institutions, and it's about to get really interesting in the future with so much crypto about to get locked up. And once again, I do believe that this is just a beginning. So now we are going to move on here. So let's lighten up the vid a little bit, just a little bit. They had this here. I got to give my thoughts on this. I saw this making the rounds on the internet. I like to do a little bit of fun stuff. So they had this little tidbit here where they're asking who was the best couple of the 90s on TV. And oh, yes. Yeah, that was my time. I haven't watched TV in years, but I watched it in the 90s, 100%. So listen, we're going to eliminate a lot of these couples. We're going to get down to the top two. And I'm surprised they didn't have Jamie Foxx and Francesca in here. They should have had Jamie Foxx and Francesca in here from the Jamie Foxx show. They were a pretty good couple. I love watching that unfold on screen. But when it comes down to it, in my humble opinion, you let me know who you think is the best couple on TV from the 90s. For me, it's going to come down to two couples. They went through the most on TV, in my humble opinion. Their ups, their downs, they showed you love. They showed you drama. They showed you problems, reconciliation, everything. They got each other's backs. They went through everything. It's going to come down to Martin and Gina of The Martin Show. Martin and Gina. And you better know Al and Peggy Bundy. That's right. Oh, man. And I can't even choose out of those two, so it's a tie for me. Those two couples on TV went through it all. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'll lean a little bit more towards Al and Peg. Yeah, they went through a lot together, and just the love that came across on screen. Those actors were tremendous. They did a great job. If you've never watched Married with Children, first of all, it's controversial. It would be controversial today to just know that if you haven't watched it before and you try to go watch Married with Children, it is hilarious. Hilarious. But like I said, if you're easily offended, don't watch that. That show is not for you, okay? Martin, same thing. Man, that Martin show was great. I loved it. Martin, Gina, Tommy, Pam. Oh, man, what a tremendously hilarious show. Cast, definitely one of my top shows all time. So I'm going to make it a tie. Martin and Gina, Al and Peg. So you let me know if you agree with my picks in the comment section. I appreciate you all out there. So now let's move on here, because we have another one of our coins. Did something amazing the other day. Here's a little bit of Solana news. Solana followed Bitcoin's rally on March the 4th, gaining as much as 7% in 24 hours and usurping Binance's BNB coin for a higher rank among the top 5 cryptocurrencies. It says Solana has become the 4th largest cryptocurrency in the world, ahead of BNB, following an ascent above $140. Do you remember where we got into Solana at? How low? $140. Muy lindo, mi gente. Let's just stop right there. I don't even have to go past it. Man, you got to enjoy the good times. You got to appreciate the good times. Things are looking great right now. I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to enjoy every single day. As a matter of fact, I don't take any day for granted. I show everybody around me love and respect. Memento mori and memento vivere. Remember death and remember life. Remember them both. And you live every day to the fullest. Period. I have no time to waste with bickering and quarreling. I have no time to waste with wanton debating. I have no time to waste, because I know any day could be my last. Period. The way that, I suppose there's a lot of mystery to a lot of us content creators, because people can't know everything about you. But just know that in my life, I understand loss. And so that makes me live a certain way. Those losses, they make me appreciate every single little breath of life. Every time I open my eyes in the morning, I give thanks. And I say, I'm going to make the best of this day. Whatever may come, I'm making the best of this day. I'm going to do my best. And every day I try to give my best. I promise. Well, it doesn't matter if I promise to you or not. To myself and to those I love, I give the best of me every single day. So the negatives and the chaos has to step aside. Now, let's get back to this crypto news. As crypto is really, really heating up. I'm going to keep saying heating up. We're still at the beginning, in my humble opinion. I hope I'm right. I hope the other, experts that I got the data from and the information from are correct. We're just getting started. So now, this article here is titled Cardano Founder Says Here is When Altcoin Season Officially Starts. And of course, let me just put this out there with the Solana article. Of course, everything was down. Like I said today, there was massive profit taking. But I wanted to cover that because that's still a huge, huge thing. For it to do 140 the other day, it can go higher in the future. That's a great sign. But anyway, let's hear about this. Let's hear what he has to say about altcoin season. It says Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has declared that the altcoin season will finally emerge when Dogecoin flips ADA. Well, let's scroll down here because I want to jump right to what he's talking about here. Charles Hoskinson shared his opinion on the likely emergence of the altcoin season on X with a meme. The justification for assuming Dogecoin might flip Cardano is based on both coins' market cap. Yeah, so this is not a stretch. Their market caps were very, very close, at least at that time. But it says this. At the time of writing, Cardano is priced at 75 cents. Not that that matters when we're talking about what the issue that's at hand here. And boasts a market cap of $26 billion. Dogecoin follows closely behind with a price of 17 cents at a market cap of $25 billion. I'm rounding it off, of course, but they're very close. 26 and 25, very close. This is while the price of Cardano has printed 3% slump in the past 24 hours, Dogecoin has inked a 9% gain. I don't know what they're doing right now. This was at the time of this article. Should the growth trend between both assets continue, the flipping might eventually be recorded in the short term. So there you have it. That's what he thinks. Altcoin season, he believes, is very close. Because look at those prices. That's very close. That's his way of saying, hey, it's almost here. Whether it happens or not, who knows? I don't know. He doesn't really know. But, we try to give our best thoughts based on the information that's at hand, right? So now let's end it off here with a little bit of gold news. So this article is titled Gold Prices Hit New 2024 High as Fed Hints at Revival of Operation Twist. To quote analysts at the GSC Commodity Intelligence, macro opportunities are everywhere and they are in abundance. It says last week, Federal Governor Christopher Waller, one of the central bank's most influential voices, dropped a bombshell on the markets by suggesting that he would like to see two key developments in the Fed's portfolio. Waller's comments ignited a scorching rally, sending gold prices blasting above the key $2,100 an ounce mark for the first time in 2024. There we have it, folks. It's been a long time coming, a long journey. Gold is looking good. Bitcoin is looking good. Crypto is looking good overall. In my humble opinion, there's money to be made in a lot of different places. Things are looking good. I hope people are actually enjoying this. We don't get these moments all the time. The bullish momentum also split over into other commodities with silver, palladium. I don't have any palladium, though. Platinum, bing. Copper. I don't have any copper. Nickel and zinc, natural gas, and crude oil prices soaring to fresh multi-month highs. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.